Brass monkey, that funky monkey. Brass monkey junkie, that funky monkey.
All right.
5 for 5.
Welcome everybody to Live Wednesdays Live. We are with Josh, Brock, and Ian.
Yo.
We brought in some senior football players. We're going to talk about football a little bit. Maybe just they're all graduating this year. Well, I think they are. You guys are all on track, right?
Yeah. Close.
You never know, though.
No worries. Yeah, so they're on track to graduate. They're not going to play any more high school football anymore, so we're just going to reminisce on some high school football stuff and talk about football. And then I have some deep questions I want to ask them, see what their thoughts are.
Okay. Absolute hoot and holler. Let's just start off with that.
Things I've been wondering about lately, you know?
Football's just such a hoot.
Such a hoot and holler.
So dumb holding 2 microphones.
Yeah, let's just put one down maybe. I don't know. Oh, so loud.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right.
It's Shank's idea for me to hold 2.
Okay, so football this year didn't go the way you guys wanted. Ended up 0-8, whatever. Didn't make the playoffs. What were some highlights from this season?
0-8 out of high school, out of our high school.
You guys won a game last year?
Yeah.
Who'd you beat?
Iroquois. No, not Iroquois. Irene.
Irene, that's right. I was thinking you went 0-8 last year. So
No, we almost 50 them. We should have, but well.
So highlights from this year.
Me and Brock, I had 2 touchdowns. Brock had 3 in one game.
I had
The
0.
last game?
I had 0 throughout my entire high school career. So
Couple good couple good returns this last week.
yeah. Oh man, there was that last one that I took. I watched it on film, and you can see the moment I look up and see Lake Wold,
Oh yeah.
and I'm just like, because I thought I was gone. I thought it was me, the kicker, and everybody else was behind me. I thought
It's actually pretty smart. They kept 2 guys
Yeah, I
back
know.
and didn't come down or
I know,
whatever.
but I thought for sure I'm taking this all the way. This is a touchdown. It's me and the kicker. Like there's no way I don't score this. And I look up and then I see Wold.
It would have been exciting.
Oh man.
To be honest, the last game was exciting. It was really exciting.
It was great.
I thought we had it, and then we couldn't stop them. But
Yeah, we folded defensively.
yeah, because the first half, I'm like, I don't know. I think I told Brock, I was like, oh, if we can just figure this thing out on offense, we got him on defense, and
Yeah.
then it was just nobody played defense in the second half.
I thought it was just going to be a straight shootout the entire game.
The one
I thought it
play
was just
the one play that kept scoring on us
Oh.
was
Closer to your
They
mouth.
did a tight end screen where they
Yeah.
would bring the tight end all the way across.
Yeah, I think they averaged 42 yards on that play.
at
Tad
least.
was on my butt.
Yeah, I can't hear you very good. Why is that? Here, we're gonna turn these guys up. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Tad was on my butt the whole week, like that week.
Yeah,
'Cause
about that
That's the
play.
one play that I needed to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And then all the others, I was supposed to go get the quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that one play, I didn't think about it.
Well,
He just went.
I just went the whole time.
Which
'cause I was
I
used
can't
to
blame
it.
you for it.
You also had like some awesome plays in the backfield going
Yeah.
and getting the quarterback. So I
Yeah.
think once you just get hungry and then you're like,
Want to keep going.
you know,
Yeah.
strip sack,
Yeah.
when you take him down a couple times or force incompletions because he's scrambling out of the pocket, then it's just like, I'm just going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This
like-
is successful. Yeah.
Right as I would look back, I would just see him just coming across and
And like
getting it.
they had me on the backside corner, like the weak side corner.
So you
Every-
flip side every time?
Yeah, every single time because they wanted me manned up on that tight end or the running back. And so every time they ran that screen, it was to my side. And it was either I get through and nobody blocked me, but I'm already level with him and I can't turn. And
You
go
were
get
also,
him.
there's a lot of junk to go through. Like,
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
A lot of people.
Like there was,
Yeah.
they would have the 2 wide receivers come over and block. They would have at least 3 of the linemen, maybe. Yeah, I
there,
think it was,
there was more people on the
Yeah.
block, less people to tackle.
yeah. So I would come through and I would shuck my guy, but then there'd be 3 other guys right there.
We were
Yeah,
always on the
and
same side.
after that, like, once it gets to me at safety, it's going to the house because I'm not making that tackle.
You made one.
Yeah.
I think
I look back on film and like when you were safety, they would come up your way and like you would get right in front of them, like you had perfect, like you were there.
you were there. Yeah.
It was just the
finish.
Can
Was
you
there.
look? Can you look sad at the cameras just so we can see your face?
I think defensively that was my best game
Yeah, that was
for
my worst
sure.
one.
Like I don't know what happened, but I was like, I could tackle, and it felt like a good tackle. and
Well,
it felt
for
like
me, I switched
textbook.
positions on defense every week. Like
Yeah, you
end,
did.
linebacker, safety, and it's literally I don't know if I played the same position 2 times
That's
in a row.
that's
Probably
how I
not.
was because I went to end to backer.
Were they trying to find a spot they could utilize you, or
Well-
were they trying to hide you?
It was more, yeah.
They were trying to hide me.
It was more because like
Injuries.
Colin got hurt, so then he had to go to backer,
Right.
and then, or no, he went to backer. Brock went to end, and then Colin got
Well,
hurt, so then he had.
you
to go
went to
end.
D end. You were D end early, right?
You were there like week 2 or 3.
No, the first week I started at DN for and I played like 2 plays, and I got moved to safety.
yeah.
And then, but you went to D end. I thought you played a lot of D end against Canastota, didn't you?
No,
I
I
did.
played
You
only
did.
in the goal line. Only in the goal line. I played a lot.
Yeah,
of
we
safety
went into a
against Canastota.
5 front, and then he went to.
Yeah. Okay. That
Like,
was
at
good.
but
the
then,
end,
like
yeah.
most of the time against Canastota, I was safety.
But not
I
when
thought
you
you were
guys went-
backer.
Yeah, I thought when
I
you
was safety.
I thought you moved up a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
in
Only
that
when
game.
it was a 5. Only when we went 5 man.
And you went 5-man quite a bit, didn't you?
Quite a bit in
Canastota?
that one. Against Howard, you were
Yeah.
all.
Howard, I was all
Howard, we
D.
had a 6-man front,
Yeah.
which
They were
was.
double tight.
Oh my god, I
think
hate that
Viborg,
offense
I
with a
was-
passion
I was DN sometimes.
against Viborg.
Yeah. I
So
think
you
it's
were
some-
D
Yeah.
mostly with packages, not necessarily.
Yeah, and then I'm safety every other
Right.
time,
Yeah.
which are
Yeah.
quite different positions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they are.
And the thing is, I'm not fast enough to be a safety, but I'm not strong enough to be a DN.
But are you
So,
smart enough to be a safety?
not
Absolutely.
in football.
You have great coverage.
what?
You have good
have-
coverage.
Don't.
You do.
The coaches wouldn't agree.
Shush, we're not talking smack. You
Coaches would not
have you
agree
have
with you.
great coverage. It's just your tackling and decision making is slightly below average. No, it's average.
Decision
It's
making.
way below average.
Which
You know,
position?
I'll
No,
admit,
it's
football's
fine.
not my sport. I'm
What-
not very good
Yeah,
at it.
that's fair.
Glad you played.
I
yeah,
can
me
catch
too.
the ball, and that's about it.
Yeah. Glad you played.
I
though.
can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people would just said, "No, I'm a hooper, so I'm just gonna get shots up."
Shit, no. I would say
I'm
that.
glad you did. That's good. Makes you a good teammate. Makes people probably trust you more on the basketball court because you're building more of that relationship and trust on the football
Yeah,
field.
I mean,
I don't get on the court.
they trust I'll miss the tackle, so
And good thing there's no tackling in basketball. Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually.
hopefully.
Well, when Marty plays. He doesn't care. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So that was kind of so. I feel like the last game was kind of a highlight. Homecoming was fun too.
Yeah.
Two
not-
good home games.
Not for me.
No,
Yeah,
not
I scored a
for-
touchdown
not
in
for
both
Josh,
of them.
but-
So
Yeah.
correlation.
You scored a touchdown against Chester?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. He was the.
He was
He was
the
like the
last
last
one.
one of the last touchdowns.
Oh yeah. That was a great play.
Yeah.
Right over the shoulder.
Right over the
bread
shoulder.
basket.
Yeah, I didn't have a touchdown at all, like ever.
We had a touchdown this
JV.
high school year.
No, JV I think I had 2 or 3. But I would like to point out too, Cole and Chase, our quarterbacks. I was wide open on about 70% of the drags I ran, which I ran about 1,000 this year.
Oh my goodness.
And you know, hey,
You
let's
would
just.
have had like
Oh, I would've
700
had-
catches.
Hey, can I
I
say
know.
something?
Sure.
Let's just go to the Howard game and what happened when they threw the drag. What happened?
Yeah, I caught it,
And then what happened?
and then I got lit up.
Destroyed.
Hey, I got up and still ran the, next
Howard
play.
game, I
God,
swear,
that was bad.
I ran at least 20 something 4 routes.
Hitches,
Oh, really?
comebacks, yeah.
At least.
Here was the play that we would run. It would be 41.
Hey.
What?
Don't give the sauce out.
Oh no, you can tell a play call.
We're
That's fine.
graduating. I don't care. It was 41, 42, 8. Yeah,
They don't know what.
41,
They
428.
don't
So
know
it'd
what
be
a
a,
four route
a
is.
hitch, a block, a hitch, a drag, and then
8
a
is a
post.
drag now.
No,
No,
a
a
2 is
two.
a post. It would be
Oh,
4,
and
428.
28.
428. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 2 is a drag, 8 is a post.
Yeah, 2. So I would run the drag every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got lit up once.
Yeah, still held
Twice.
on to it though. Twice.
I did
No,
have
that
the-
was on a hitch.
I did have the Howard game on, but I was also watching a baseball game at the same
Yeah.
time, so I
Yeah,
didn't see a lot
Josh
of it.
got hit.
I did see
hard
Jo- I
a
did
lot.
see-
I
I did
that
see Brock's
was-
last touchdown.
Yeah,
there.
that was a good run.
My
We are one of 4 teams to score on Howard.
Nice.
We've only allowed 4. Yeah, they've only allowed
I
4
love the play.
touchdowns.
He smiled at that.
There's one
Really?
play, Josh get a kick return, full speed, charging.
Oh
Looks
my
there might
God.
Be a hole, and you see him hit the hole, and on film, and then it just.
I
He like
literally,
disappears.
It
I
looks like he
ran
hits
in
a
there.
wall,
No,
like, actually.
I ran in there full speed, and within a millisecond, I was dead in my tracks on the ground. Like,
Yeah, like it was like
there was
fast.
no slow.
Hole's there, hole's gone.
Yeah, there was no slowdown or anything. I got hit and I was dead. I was
Yeah.
on the ground.
Like Josh got hit hard a lot.
That was the most like banged up after a game I've ever
Howard?
been. Oh my
I
gosh.
feel like they're known for hitting hard.
I had a massive bruise on my back from a hitch because I jumped up and the guy just absolutely speared
think-
me.
What's crazy about Howard is they
bad.
like don't have any like huge guys.
They're not very
and they,
big.
And they
They're
beat
just like
Viborg by like a lot.
They're just-
yeah, they're just
athletes.
like textbook.
They were
Like,
so, yeah, and they're like all super.
they
strong.
know what they're gonna do.
superstars.
super strong.
Oh, yeah,
None
they're
of them
strong.
are like none of them are that good.
They're
just,
pretty
like,
strong. Yeah.
Just do everything. Like, they don't.
they run their
They're-
system
the
clean.
coaching staff over there, like they've been good for a long time, and they will
Right.
be because
They run their scheme like perfect. They
Don't
they
even
they
have-
develop the younger guys. So then when they
It's
get
just-
up, you know,
yeah, it's just yeah,
From
it's
top
good,
to bottom,
It's a
they're
good
really
program. Like they just know what they're doing, and
Yeah.
there's no change. It's like you know what this is what your expectation is, and you do
Yeah.
it, and that's it.
as
no.
Ted would say up there in Howard, it's apple pie, wrestling, and wing tea offense. That's,
That's so true.
yeah, that's
I can't tell. I don't know about apple pie, but I mean that's pretty good.
yeah, wrestling and wing tea. That's
I wasn't
that's
really
kind of their
as
thing.
sore for Howard, but I was still like pretty sore. But I think
God, I was
the
dying.
sorest I've ever been was probably the chest.
Chester, I mean, you ran
Chester
you
was-
ran the
yeah.
ball like 25,
I
30
was
times,
so
didn't you?
sore. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you couldn't even run when we played kickball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not running.
No, my ribs hurt so bad after that. Like that whole week, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's
During the weekend, I literally sat in my bed probably.
Your ribs hurt?
Yeah, like
Did you get
right
hit
back
hard one
here.
time or what?
Yeah.
Like
I
just
thought it
one
was like
time?
a popped rib, but I went into shape. He goes, no, it's just a really bad bone bruise. Like it was bad. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't like
That-
go like this, or like stretch.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Did you get a
that-
helmet?
I'm guessing because there was a lot of times where I got helmets in the back, and
Yeah.
to the
Oh,
side,
I hate
or the
that.
hip. The hip was the worst.
I'm gonna reminisce just for a second. I when I played high school football, I had one fullback that the line hated when we gave 21 dive.
oh,
because
because you
ran
would just
it
helmet
right
right,
in the
back.
back of our guard.
Mhm.
I mean, every single time they'd get in the
Yeah.
huddle and be like, his name was Josh Holstein. He's like, Steen, quit running in the back of the line.
I had that happen.
He's like, there's no hole. He's trying to make one. It's like every time helmet right in their back. And it was like,
I had that happen last year in Wishbone. It was a lead for him,
Yeah.
and I was lead blocking,
oh yeah,
and the hole was just non-existent. So I got like stood straight up,
yeah.
and he just comes bull
It's the
rushing in,
worst.
straight right into the spine. Like he didn't hit the side or anything, just directly into the spine.
Yeah, that's pretty
bad.
bad. You ever get hit in the spine?
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's as bad because it was a Coleman Egan
Jamboree?
jamboree. I got hit in the
Oh.
back.
This
and-
year or last year?
It was last year, and then the next day I had to play at like the 15-16 VFW All-Star game,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't
right.
move. My back, like I couldn't like throw. I couldn't do anything. It was bad.
I think my helmet got a lot worse the last game.
Can we show a picture of Joshua's helmet real quick?
Yeah, my helmet
Just
was.
the painting chipped off.
Are you
Terrible.
You seriously throwing a picture? Like I don't have a picture.
I have it on my
uploaded right
phone.
now.
If we want to unplug
No,
that and show
no,
it, it's
Like
It's bad.
the entire
We're
almost
live, and you're like, "Hey, can we get a picture of that?"
almost
Hey,
almost the whole. Yeah, pull it up.
Sure, go ahead.
Almost the entire right side of my helmet. So our blue paint is like glossy and it's like shiny.
Yeah.
The paint underneath is like matte blue and it's a little lighter.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's
yeah.
almost all that matte blue.
on his
Like
Instagram.
so much of it is chipped off.
I'll try to pull it
Which
up.
picture do you have? Like from what
I can go for
game?
the Instagram one.
Oh yeah, do that one because that's from. Yeah,
He posted it for everyone to see.
yeah.
But
We can plug Joshua real quick.
I want to
really
buy
bad
that.
During, I did. My
Soup?
helmet got like
Okay.
really bad during either Elk Point or Howard game. It, like,
The
it started
Elkton
to
game?
chip,
Yeah.
And then Chester it just got a chip over here. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Are we due for? You guys have gotten a lot of new helmets lately, haven't we?
2 years ago,
Shrank.
our
But I think
our
we get
freshman
like
year,
I think we get like new helmets every year. Like,
Well, the last
they
time we got-
refurbish them
Shrankles.
mostly.
oh.
The last time we
yeah, you got to put it up on like
Which one though is what I'm asking.
Try this one.
The last time we got like new stuff was when our freshman year. 'Cause
Yeah, we got them.
new
Our,
Back it up.
jerseys and
Back
new
it up.
Yeah,
pants.
our
Back it up,
helmets
back it up,
freshman
back it up,
year-
Back it up. Go to the other one.
our freshman year were those blue ones with the white gradient,
Oh,
White
down
shade.
just a little.
and then
Oh, so like that. Yeah, I can see it now.
Like the
Yeah.
paint chain or the paint chain.
yeah, right next to the hole. in the
I think
helmet.
most of that happened.
Boy,
in
you're
Centerville.
shaky. You all right?
yeah, a lot of that happened. No, it started in Centerville. It wasn't that big. It was probably that big of a hole, where the paint was chipping.
Oh yeah.
Because that fullback would
Yeah,
just.
fullback
I
just
was
go-
the last line of
Centerville?
defense. Yeah, I was the last line of defense, and I couldn't do anything.
His
So-
head straight down.
Like
So-
this kid's like he was like
Quarterback?
what two? No, the fullback. He was like 230 pounds. He
I
was
wonder
a
if that's
big
the kid
fella.
I talked to. So I had
He was a big
Long
dude.
hair.
I coach like
He might-
like long hair, like your long hair, like
No,
like
no,
bangs
no.
or like down.
Like down.
Oh, okay.
Like not long.
He might not have been 230, but he was a big fella.
like
So
200.
so
Would
I
just
I was coaching one of my
boomstick
kids'
me.
flag football games, and there's two guys from Centerville that ref
yeah.
or whatever, and one of them was like on our sideline. He's like, "You from Garrettson?" And it was the week after, so we played them, and then we had Canastota. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
It was home. Yeah.
Yeah,
Homecoming
and
right
then
after.
he's like, "Did Garrettson win last night?" And I'm like, "No, we Blues in, whatever touchdown. It was a really good game. We had a chance." Everybody's like, "God, man, we need them to win and get some points for us or whatever for playoffs." And then they end up being like 5-3, 4-4, 5-3.
I
Who's
think
this?
so. Centerville.
Centerville.
4-4, 5-3.
Yeah, they lost to
Yeah.
they lost to Corsica Stickney the last week by
It was pretty
it's
good.
like 44,
This is-
42.
Yeah.
This was the trash talking team, right?
Yeah, Centerville, terrible trash talkers.
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
that.
it's
I heard
insane.
that. But he was interested. He's
It's
like,
one
he was
guy. insane.
Like the
Uh,
coaches had
a lot
to
of them
prepare
are-
us.
Yeah, like they said,
on offense and like when we would do scout D and like varsity like offense, he like Mr. Mullenbrink and or Bear would tell them to trash talk us
Yeah.
during practice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we
So
weren't
we could
able
use
to
it.
respond. Like
Oh
he
my
told us
goodness.
that.
Hold on, time out. The scout team was trash talking you
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
You-
So
did you just laugh or did you
pretty
like,
much, yeah.
I'd be
Chase,
laughing.
Chase was a big trash talker.
Oh, I respond
He was-
every time.
He's not good at it,
See,
but
I'm not dumb. I don't make a big like scene. I just like whisper it under my breath as I'm walking by.
Really?
As I'm walking by, whisper.
I'm not dumb. I just can't.
we're not gonna
read
talk
read
about-
offenses.
Us arguing
at that one game.
You don't keep the block, and he starts screaming at me. I'm like, you think
God,
I'm
that
trying
was-
to miss the block?
oh man, let me tell my version of this story.
Hold
so,
on. Yeah, you guys are inside joking it here.
So Viborg, I was suspended after the
Canastota game.
incident.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that one.
So halftime comes around and we're going out. I'm going out onto the field, for the little huddle thing, and I just hear Ian and Brock just yelling at each other, just
Oh, yeah, I've kinda heard
just
this one, okay.
cussing each other out and just like super mad at each other. And I just walk up. I don't even know what's wrong, and I'm just like, "Can you both shut up?" And then they both had to get the last word of the argument. So it was just back and forth. It was Ian would say something, Brock would say something, and then I would say, "Neither of you need the last word. Stop talking. Just shut up."
So what was the reason? He said you're missing blocks.
I just missed a block really bad.
And I mean, I shouldn't have gotten mad, but like, well, it happened one time, and I'm like, all right, let's just get to our blocks. And the second time, I kind of flipped out on everyone, and then
Football does that to people. Brings
He-
out those emotions, like
Yeah.
And then
especially when you feel like
And no,
God,
You're frustrated.
I screamed at Tanner at the last
entire
game.
game.
The entire game, I was getting absolutely destroyed, and I was mad. I didn't want
Viborg's
to.
good.
I was just.
that's what I mean. Like it pulls the emotion out of you
I was
because
like,
Yeah.
people are hitting you, then you're
Yeah.
losing,
Yeah.
then things aren't working. Like frustrations are easy in football.
Yeah,
In
and,
the,
and
uh,
all week, like Viborg did a thing where they go inside and then or out, and like the end will either go inside or out. And in practice, the scout team he didn't get it, and he went the same way. Like the person I was guarding went the same way every time. So I had no idea that they did that.
Oh,
So
just a little confusion.
Yeah.
then it happened again at practice.
Yeah, it did. They got mad at each other at practice.
I
It
wasn't
was-
that mad.
Why are you so mad?
I wasn't that mad.
Brock just gets mad, and then he yells at you, and
No,
then
'cause,
and then he
like,
needs the last
I
word.
say something to Ian, and then Ian just says something about me getting mad, and then that just makes me
Yep.
mad. No, what made me mad at the game is when you went, fine, I won't block for you. I'm
That's
like,
not what I said.
You
I
did
said-
say that. You absolutely said
Fine, I
that.
won't block for you.
weren't in the-
I heard it at halftime.
That's not what I said. It
You
wasn't
did-
at halftime. It was in the huddle. I said, you act like I'm trying to miss my blocks.
no, this was when we were walking to the. No, this is when
This
we were
was
in the
in-
huddle.
was
This
in
was before
practice?
halftime.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
That's
like
what I
the
said.
minute
That's
before
what I said.
halftime.
I'm like, you act like I try to miss my blocks.
Little therapy session.
Yeah, hey, can you guys both
That's
lay
what
down
I
on the
said.
couch?
I thought you said, fine, I won't block for you anymore. I'm like, okay.
I
I
think
mean, I'm not blocking for you anyway.
'Cause I said,
Yeah,
and
I was just gonna say, we're like, okay, it's not gonna be any different than it was before.
and I said, all right, get up then.
I think the most mad I ever got in a game this year anyway was this last one at Chester, because
Against Chester.
against Chester.
Minnesota.
No, I wasn't even that mad. I just shoved the kid, and then I was super mad. But at our own team, we were at the goal line, and they were about to score, and Tanner he had a really dumb foul or penalty that he shouldn't have had, and then
Defensive holding? How do you even get
no,
that?
it wasn't holding. I don't even know what it was. But Marty goes, "Come on, Tanner, you can't be doing that." And he said, "I don't give a
Yeah.
F," and I flipped out on him
Because
it was
he kept saying it. He kept saying that over and over.
yeah,
and over.
because it was towards the end of the game. He had been doing this all year. Like, I just got super mad, and I was like, "You're a captain, and you're doing this stuff.
What
That's unacceptable."
yeah.
So I just
what,
flipped out.
When
middle
was
of the
that?
field.
What part of the game was that? I can't remember.
It was towards the end.
when he got a penalty. I can't remember that.
It was on. Yeah.
It was towards the end. We were on defense. They were like within the 5-yard line. I don't know what he did.
Trying to pick him up and double leg him again.
Yeah, but
on
we were
defense.
on defense.
Yeah, I
Well,
think that's what he
think
did
it-
do.
Yeah,
Because they called like defensive holding on him or something.
yeah. So I think he was just like
I don't remember
tussling. I think he was just like tussling with his blocker.
like wrestling him.
Yeah.
Tussling.
pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that now. It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't the ball. I was trying to think of the ball carrier. It was him and that other guy were
Yeah.
wrestling
Yeah,
around.
and so he just said, "I don't care," and that like
Yeah.
as a senior in my last game.
Oh yeah,
and
it's like
close.
Like you know that it's over. It's like, hey, this season hasn't gone how we want it to.
Oh
like
my God, I was
Yeah.
so mad.
Yeah.
Like I screamed
tough.
at him, and somebody was like, "Josh, chill out." And I was like, "What are they gonna do? Kick me off the team? Do it. There's only 2 minutes left." I was so mad.
what
Oh,
okay, so what as seniors, what are you guys gonna miss about football?
Everything.
Probably
Could've
the
been
fall
solid.
camp, the Rob sessions after fall camp.
oh man.
Oh yeah,
The
Every
Perkins
morning
runs.
after the
because you guys would
morning
start like at
practice.
6, right?
Yeah, we'd start at the field at 6. We'd get done
at
about
like 9, 10.
yeah. Those were a little longer. And
Fall
then we'd all
camps
just
are brutal.
yeah. So we would go to the parking lot, take our stuff off, and then you'd hear from across the parking lot, "Rob." Then we would everybody would just go to Rob. We'd eat breakfast.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna miss like everything. I was so sad.
Yeah,
I was still like kind of tearing up looking at everyone's posts
yeah.
on
Man,
Instagram
I
and
was-
everything.
Did everybody put their number and say they're out?
No,
I
I didn't do
did.
that. I just said
I
bye-bye
put-
football. Hashtag 23 out, 0-8.
Yeah.
My caption
Hashtag
was
out.
it's been real, it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun.
Yeah.
Number 11 out. I was
I just
yeah.
this.
Deuces.
Couple of deuces.
Yeah.
Like
there's,
emojis or like you take
Yeah.
a picture. You're like, hey guys, give me,
I
give me
do
real
agree.
quick.
There's
give me live on Instagram.
there's
real
one
fast.
picture. It was at the end of the game, right when we were going to
Oh yeah, that
Shake
that made
hands.
me cry too.
Oh my God, I was so
Like-
it was me, Brock,
At the end of
Marty
the game.
was in it,
Yeah.
yeah.
As we were
Cole-
about
Cole
to go
was
shake
in
their
it.
hands.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if you were
Who took
in
the
that.
picture?
I don't know.
Somehow.
But we were all hugging, and like when we actually
Yeah.
hugged, I was just oh my God, I was bawling.
Yeah, I balled
I was
after
crying
my
like a
football
little
game.
girl.
I was crying so much after that.
Oh.
And I went to go hug my mom, cried even more.
Yeah.
Then I hear some smart Alec behind me. He goes, "Is this little girl done crying yet?" This guy right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did they hear that?
I think they heard it, but we know Marty was asking why this girl was crying. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like the tears kind of went away.
Oh.
Kind of had a smile on my face, but then went home.
Yeah. Once we got to the
What did we do?
after we shook hands,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I saw him kneeling down, and
Yeah,
I went up, gave him a hug, and oh my
I
God,
was so sad.
I
I was tearing up a little bit. Me
Yeah.
and Lake Wold.
bad.
You and Lake were tearing up?
Lake Wold. I was like, I dabbed
that
him up
number
after
4?
the game.
Yeah.
Like
I was
right after the
crying.
game, because basketball. Like
I
we
don't
know
know.
each other.
It,
Yeah.
it
Playing
might
for
have been
3
his
years.
last game.
Said
too.
see you in
Yeah.
basketball.
Oh, yeah. I
I
know
know that
that.
was
ready.
his last game, but
Now I'm ready.
They made playoffs.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were
I
tied for
figured.
16. I saw
I
that.
think they ended up 16. I think they ended up
Yeah.
overtaking. I can't remember who it was. I just saw that they made
who were they
playoffs.
playing?
I don't think
they're gonna play.
they didn't think they were going to make playoffs. They
No.
knew they had an outside chance,
Yeah.
but I don't.
That's
think
why-
They
that's
thought they were
why
gonna
he
make it.
Speed wouldn't have for sure.
No,
Wouldn't have.
we-
No, the win wouldn't have.
Walton.
Wouldn't have. Played.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, he wasn't crying.
I know
No one was
somebody.
Number
was
4 was.
Or he was?
That's Wolf.
Yeah, that's Wolf.
He was the first person.
Maybe he was so sad after you dabbed him up, and he was just like, "Man, I miss that guy."
He was tearing up, and I kind of thought, I'm like, why is he tearing up? He just.
There was one play where I ran him off,
Mm-hmm.
and I jumped out. I did the George Kittle, I
yeah.
jumped up and acted like the ball was coming, and he goes, "Oh no!" and he swats my arms down, and then I land on the ground, and he goes, "Oh, that was a great fake." I just started laughing. It was fun.
Anything else you gonna miss from football?
Just the
Coaches.
teammates, the coaches.
Yeah.
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 Tad, I'm gonna miss
Yeah.
his jokes. you know.
family.
Yeah, the team meals.
Hey.
Oh man.
Just team meals, making fun of Tad Highcamp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fun.
absolutely.
Tadpole. I
I'm gonna
wonder if
miss
he's.
Hughes
Do you think
for
he's
sure.
bingo right now, or what do you think he's doing? Eating
Bingo,
Jello?
for sure.
He's not up
Is it
yet.
Jello
Come
day?
on.
No, he's up. He just is about ready to go back down.
Well, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
He's probably laying in bed eating
Playing
Jello.
checkers?
The nurse brought him some.
I can't.
Oh,
I've been doing
love
this. I've been
making-
doing this a lot of years.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think he's gonna be the one I miss the most, probably.
Yeah.
What are those questions?
Yeah.
You guys want to move on from football?
Yeah, let's go
I don't
questions.
Yeah.
have football questions.
I don't
not
like
football
talking
questions?
about the sappy stuff.
All right, let's
I
go to
know,
questions.
I like the sappy
It
stuff.
gets me all sad.
I don't
It's
know.
fine. It's fine to be sad. It's okay. It
No,
doesn't
it's
make you a
not.
bad guy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I
You're
don't
a
want to be
bad-
sad right now.
You're a bad guy
All right,
then.
let's get some questions rolling.
I'm just saying.
What are you not going to miss from football?
Practice.
Yeah,
They were hard. And the
I-
2
I
days,
would
getting up in the
say-
morning and then having practice all.
The
I would say the
coaches
Saturday
are,
after the
like,
game.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
My dad used to make me get up Saturday after a game and we go golf at like 7 in the morning.
God.
It took. I think it's because the only time he could almost beat me is because I couldn't swing the golf club for like
Yeah.
3 holes,
Yeah.
4 holes before I get
But
loose.
like, just waking up, especially as a receiver when you're running and a DB, like you're running
Constantly.
almost all the time, so your calves are just like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll just be cramping
Cramping
from
up?
calves to thighs. It's
I'll miss
awful.
everything, but just minus the conditioning.
Yeah, the
Conditioning?
conditioning.
Did a lot of that.
Yeah.
I won't
Show up
miss
for
the
flag
helmet
football
to
practice
helmets.
and you guys are conditioning on Thursday because somebody messed up.
Did you see us do the where we sprint, jog,
Yeah.
sprint?
Oh man, I
Saw
hate
that one a couple
one.
times.
I hate that one.
I
God.
don't want to think about any of that anymore.
Why?
Thank God we
Dude,
didn't
it's
do
part of the
star drill.
memories.
The conditioning, God.
The one thing I'm glad we didn't do star drill this year, which is
Thank
the
goodness.
worst drill I've
Do you know what star
ever
drill
done.
is?
I don't think I do.
So you put pads like all the way around.
In a star formation.
You got a ball in your hand, so you're running around.
Oh
It's-
yeah, we
it's-
used to do that one.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's
You gotta
everyone did it, but it's basically for running backs.
yeah, it's just so you
So-
can switch the ball over fast.
Yeah,
it's
no, I
all
remember doing it
screws.
as a coach. Like
Yeah.
we would do
You
that.
start
Yeah.
this, put it in there, put the pad down, go around it, switch.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
bringing me back. I felt so bad coaching when we were doing that
Yeah,
stuff.
it wasn't bad when you had like our sophomore year. We had quite a few people
No, it
doing
was
it.
still bad.
It was still bad, but you had quite a few people doing it, so there was a line. So you'd get at least a small break before you went again.
Oh, yeah.
But like last year,
Yeah.
we didn't have that many kids, so we would just you'd go through, you'd get maybe 3 seconds, and then you'd have to
Especially
go
the
back
routes
again. It was
that
bad.
for like in DO, we would run routes.
oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
That was even like tiring.
Yeah.
Because
You'd,
like
you'd run a
there's 3 of us in each because there would be Chase throwing to kids over there and Cole throwing to
Yeah.
over here.
Oh
Yeah.
And
my
3
goodness.
people.
no,
3
you
people
don't
per
even
line.
understand.
You don't understand having
It
to
was
block
so
up
tiring.
a line, up a hill,
Yeah,
full speed.
I'm not saying
for
yours
20
is
minutes.
Ian, I'm
and
not
if you
saying
mess up, Marty, come up here.
I'm
We
not
can talk
saying
about
yours is
lineman
easy.
drills.
The hills for linemen that had to be the worst.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
saying
so
yours
bad.
is easy, but the route running when there's 3
No.
people, you shut up. You literally, well, he keeps interrupting me. You run a route, and if the ball goes over your head because of a bad throw, you have to jog to go grab it, jog back,
And then
jog
you're-
to the next spot, and,
And
you're
then
already running another
going
route.
again. It's like nonstop.
You're dying. You're just
Give
full
Give
sprinting.
Marty that microphone.
And Marty, what do we do? What do we do for India for linemen?
So, you have the bags, right?
The ginormous ones.
Ginormous ones. And you have to block with your. So, you step with your right foot, your head goes on the right side.
Like 10 times.
I don't know. I'm not in the football mode anymore.
Yeah, left shoulder.
But you hit with your left shoulder, head on the right side. And our lineman group is terrible. And so, if we would mess up, you have to run up the whole entire hill.
We do that a lot.
We ran a lot of hills.
Did you guys have to have the Did you guys have to have the bags in your
When you ran up the hill.
No.
like all the way up the hill?
Sometimes you had to block up.
Or did you have
We had to block
You blocked
uphill.
up the
That's what this
hill,
drill
messed
is. You
up,
have to
yeah,
block
yeah, yeah.
uphill.
You dropped the bag and ran up.
You got to block uphill.
But you block uphill the whole
No,
time.
I'm not saying the linemen had it easier. Like, I think you guys
He's just
had
saying
it.
from his experience, this was a terrible drill.
Yeah.
I remember that
And
one being a bad.
It made
drill,
my
too.
knees hurt too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, you have grandma.
And then there was
knees,
another one
so-
where, like, for like
I have
3 to 5 minutes, we'd be going like full like speed,
and we just switch who's like what's it called? Describe it. Like the one on the line that we did at the end of the year. We're like, you gotta get under them and then push them, and then the other guy
Oh
goes.
yeah. So there's basically two
the
people facing
sled?
each other.
Betty.
You both have your hands on their pads, and you got to drop your hips and push, and you go back and forth. I'm not talking to the mic.
Yeah. So you guys like on the whistle, you both are pushing back and forth.
Well, yeah, one person pushes, and then
And then they switch.
when
the other
he
guy
blows the whistle again, the other
The
person
other person has to drop their hips.
drop
and
their
push.
hips and go, and they do it for like
a long
a
time.
long time,
Felt like a day.
and your legs
That's
hurt.
a good drill.
I'm gonna,
And, like,
I'm gonna
I
miss
don't know
Betty.
how our line was. So
Who's Betty?
The sled.
sled?
I'm gonna miss hitting leg day right before a game.
Oh.
Hey, so Betty is the single sled?
No, it's
No.
the 3-person.
Do you guys still
Betty's-
have a single sled?
No,
I remember we used to do a single sled where you'd have to tackle
Was that
it.
like the actual
you have
like
to
dummy
tackle-
and then like the bars?
It had
go
the
back?
bars, yeah. You had to go up.
I
and-
wish we still had one of those.
Yeah.
'Cause, like that would I feel like would be good for shucking because you go
Yes.
up, and throw it down,
Yep.
pick it
Yeah.
up, throw it down
Yeah.
Especially for like
instead of actually doing it on
It all-
people.
DBs and linebackers.
It sucked as an
It's-
assistant
yeah.
coach because I always had to pick that thing up and like restart and like push
Yeah.
it over. And I was just like, by the
Yeah.
end of it, I'm like, are we done with this drill yet?
There's a lot of things I kind of wish we had for equipment. That,
Yeah.
You guys had donuts.
I wish we had that,
that was
briar
like
patch.
a good roll,
Not the
like,
edible
tackling
kind.
one, but
not the edible kind.
No.
not like some people still didn't know how to tackle after that.
And one more question.
Okay, so I wanted to know what bothers you guys most as fans at any other ball game that you're at. What's something that bothers you? Because I have something that bothers me.
When Marty gets mad and goes home, it bothers me because I miss him dearly.
Wait,
like I
You
need
were
him
there
to
all
be
night
We were
last
at
night?
other games.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of him.
Like other
See, I had
sports.
so much fun yesterday.
No,
Compared
I mean,
to
like when
any
you're a
other time.
fan at a volleyball game, basketball game,
See
whatever.
Marty to be there.
the
when-
kids behind the younger kids not.
Well, yeah, the
Yeah,
younger
when they
kids don't cheer,
Oh, yeah.
but they're
and I
sitting
turn
in the
around and I
student
say,
section.
cheer or go home, and
Or-
neither of those things happen.
Or when 8th graders, Harper,
Freshmen.
decide to sit in the front row, and I say, "Hey, we need some room. Can you
And we
scoot
ask-
up, please?"
We asked
no.
very
I asked very
politely,
politely
Like 14
the first
times,
two
too.
times.
and
Thank you.
still didn't get anything.
Nothing.
None.
How dare her?
Exactly.
You know what bothers me?
dare her.
What?
So when older,
He's gonna talk smack about us.
no.
Okay, fair enough.
So like you guys are high schoolers, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, there's sometimes you guys say immature things
No,
No.
every once in a while.
no,
Yeah.
that never happens.
It happens. It happens.
It's never
Okay.
happened.
Or you guys make poor decisions,
Yes.
make poor choices. Like even cheering, you might, which I can't stand, is when you call out somebody's name that's on the court or field or
Nice.
whatever.
We don't ever do that.
When I say,
No, like genuinely, we don't.
Oh,
we
no,
don't
I'm
call
just
it name.
Just saying. Anyway, there's things you guys do immaturely. What bothers me is when other fans that are adults get like
Heated.
Mad
heated
about that.
and
Yeah.
And
mad.
like that old guy.
So like last night, the old guy
Yes.
last night.
Yeah.
This is right in front of
my.
me.
That's where that.
I
And
want to
so
do a.
it's like, dude, you're 60 years old.
high school
now you
chant.
want
I was about to
fight
say
with
that.
17 and 18
I want to do a
years.
Peaked in high school
You're
chant.
Like, come on.
Peaked in
You're-
high school.
I'm glad you guys.
I don't know,
You guys
just
kind of
us
like said,
cheating,
"Oh,
I
you're
guess.
stealing our." Then you guys like let it go, which to me was like, man, look at the maturity that we
Like,
showed in our student
It's
section.
it's kind of embarrassing for
What?
them.
Peaked
No, he
in
just-
high school.
No, he
Probably
just
just
you
annoying.
guys were doing can't do that, and so then he yelled.
Favorite
"You can't do
volleyball
that."
game I went to. We
Like,
made
but I was still
Beresford
like,
cry.
but I was still like,
Like,
I
that's
don't know. I was just
embarrassing.
like, man, you're an adult. Like, let it go.
Yeah.
They're just kids being kids.
Like,
Do you do this at every volleyball
Yeah.
game? Because every volleyball game has this.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
That's what put me in my head, or that's what put it in my head because I'm like, do like no other student section cheer?
Exactly. That's no, and that's the thing. I'm like, dude, this guy get mad everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that bothered me. I'm like, dude, you're an adult.
I'm not gonna be
I did notice-
22 years old and go into a volleyball game, and like the other student section
And-
cheers.
You can end it right there.
Yeah.
Not
Well, I'm not
going
gonna be
to volleyball.
Well, yeah. But if
Um,
I end up being a teacher, I mean,
I did notice
probably
you guys
have
trying to
know.
steal Chester's over the net, not under the net. I saw that
What?
last night. I saw that last
We've
night.
always done
No,
that.
you didn't
We've
see
always
nothing.
been doing.
You
that.
didn't see nothing.
Chester did it at Big East Conference, and you
Oh,
guys
but they
were
have
like,
like an
Never
actual
happened,
cheer. We just
buddy.
kind of yell it.
yeah,
We don't.
I don't
Actually
really care. I don't really care about Chester's opinion.
that's not their opinion.
All right.
All right.
that
Thank you
bell,
for
we have
watching
bell.
our live
That is
today.
it.
Thank you for watching the live.
Have a good one.
Have
Buzzers and
a
buzzettes.
wonderful day. Shall will be.
Zzz and zzz.
What is up, buzzers and buzzettes?